Ruth was a single mother. She lived in a small town with her only child, Daniel, who was 15 years old. Life had not been easy for Ruth. Her husband left her when Daniel was just 2. Since then, she worked hard every day to feed her son and pay the bills. Ruth used to go to church when she was younger. She used to sing in the choir and pray every night. But after her husband left, she became angry with God. She asked, "Why did you let that happen to me?" Slowly, she stopped praying. She stopped going to church. She felt alone, broken, and far from God. As the years passed, Ruth tried to fill her empty heart with work, TV, and friends who didn't believe in God. But no matter what she did, she still felt sad inside. Daniel noticed the sadness in his mother's eyes. He tried to make her smile, but something was always missing. Daniel was different from his mother. Even though Ruth no longer went to church, Daniel had a friend at school named Michael. Michael always talked about Jesus. He invited Daniel to join him in church one Sunday. At first, Daniel was shy, but he went, and when he did, he felt peace. He started going every week. He began to read the Bible. He even prayed for his mother every night before bed, saying, "Jesus, please help my mom again." One day, he asked his mom to come with him. She said, "I am too busy," and changed the topic. Daniel didn't push. He just kept praying. One evening, Ruth was waiting for Daniel to return from school, but he was late. She called his phone, but there was no answer. After 1 hour, her phone rang. It was a strange number. "Is this Daniel's mom?" A man asked. "Yes," she said quickly, her heart racing. "There has been an accident. Your son is at the hospital." Ruth dropped the phone and ran. Tears filled her eyes. At the hospital, the doctor said, "Daniel was hit by a car. He is unconscious. We don't know if he will wake up." Ruth felt like the world stopped. She sat by his bed, held his cold hand, and began to cry. "God, I know I left you, but please don't take my son." For the first time in many years, Ruth prayed from her heart. She said, "Jesus, I am sorry. I pushed you away. I was angry, but I miss you. Please forgive me. If you bring Daniel back, I will serve you all the days of my life." She cried all night beside Daniel. The next morning, a nurse walked in and said, "Something is happening. He is moving." Ruth looked at her son. Daniel slowly opened his eyes. "Mom," he whispered. Tears ran down Ruth's face. She hugged him tightly and whispered, "Thank you, Jesus." After Daniel came home, Ruth kept her promise. She started going to church again. She asked God to help her heal. The people at the church welcomed her with love. She joined the choir again and sang with joy. Daniel was happy. He and his mom prayed every night together. They read the Bible and even shared meals with others who were struggling. Ruth's heart was no longer empty. She felt God's love every day. She told others, "I was like the prodigal son in the Bible. I went far away, but when I came back, God welcomed me with open arms." Months passed. Ruth no longer felt broken. She smiled again, this time a real smile. She started a small group for single mothers at church. She shared her story and helped many women find their way back to God. Daniel grew up in faith. He always said, "God saved my life, but more than that, He saved my mother's heart." Ruth lost her way, but God's grace found her again. Through pain, she returned to the one who never left her. Now her heart is full and her family is healed. No matter how far you have gone, God's arms are still open. Come back to Him. He still loves you. The Prodigal Mother, a story of grace, healing, and hope. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Have a nice day. Bye.